It all, this is a warning, you better avoid poets and paranoid DJs destroy. Yes, I came back.
Yeah, come on. What? Come here.
Three times you did
Wait.
it again.
Hey, come on. Strawberry bit, I'm jamming. Hey, bro, hella trim might come through blaming. Post on the corner, you camping? Get bro like the post office, nigga, I stamp it. I get in the door, Miller, nigga gon' slam it. Was talking, we almost caught him, damn it. Y'all want this on my cousin? We have his hand on his leg like the nigga was cramping. Wait, boy, you not in it, so get out the way. I get this girl right now, tryna give me some top, that Jill might make my day. I'm not with all the little boss, you better pray so high, don't hit your face. If you got a dream, don't be out here dissing, I might just turn into James already. Yeah, you know what it is, get right, get left. I already know that I got asthma, I'm on this beach tryna catch my breath. My bro looking like Chucky, he whack him. He with the murder, he not with the death. Stomping him out on the bed like Pop, feeling like T-Baby, know I'm a stealth. Yeah, get low, 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 yeah. She shaking that butt, I told her to get low, yeah. This girl won't fight for her last name Jackson, she got a fro, yeah. I will not drop my dot, can't let you tap my toe, yeah. Man, this tryna go to the top, know his career on go. One strawberry bit, I'm jamming. Hey, bro, hella trim might come through blaming. Post on the corner, you camping? Get bro like the post office, nigga, I stamp it. I get in the door, Miller, nigga gon' slam it. Was talking, we almost caught him, damn it. Y'all want this on my cousin? We have his hand on his leg like the nigga was cramping. Wait, boy, you not in it, so get out the way. I get this girl right now, tryna give me some top, that Jill might make my day. I'm not with all the little boss, you better pray so high, don't hit your face. If you got a dream, don't be out here dissing, I might just turn into James already. Yeah, get low, 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 yeah, get low.
Wow, chat. The Los Angeles Clippers and ship Norman Powell out of there, chat. It's not shocking because if you look at Norman Powell, bro, as great he was for the Clippers in the regular season, to a point where he was playing at an all-star caliber level for the Los Angeles Clippers. I watched the Clippers all last year. He was our consistent scorer until he got hurt, and that's when he basically was just not the same player. The Clippers basically trade Norman Powell to the Miami Heat, right? And wow. I mean, this right here is shocking. We get this early in the morning. I'm glad I was up getting this news. But ladies and gentlemen, Norman Powell is out of the Los Angeles Clippers, and it's the end for Norman Powell. He's out of there. This is a guy that really struggled in the postseason against the Denver Nuggets. Very inconsistent. Just defensively was just terrible. Just getting beat on back cuts, not providing that consistent scoring to a point where the Clippers tried to go through Norman Powell to initiate offense. And then he just struggled just dealing with physicality. I mean, he has tunnel vision every time he drives the ball to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Just defensively, just terrible one pass away. I mean, those are things that you just didn't like for Norman Powell. But when he's on, he's a very good movement shooter. He's very good at coming off the pin downs, very good off the basketball and providing that synergy and just be able to get downhill. But the thing about Norman Powell is just he's just so inconsistent in the postseason, bro. He's just very inconsistent in the postseason. And like I said there and say, he was with James Harden playing bad in a game 7. But the Clippers finally get a guy that is a real power forward. Kawhi can play the 3 now, and they get somebody that is a real power forward in John Collins. This is someone that the Clippers been wanted since 2021, right? The Clippers been wanted a guy like John Collins. He's 27 years old. He was averaging 19 points, shooting 53% from the field, 40% from the three-point line. Really good rebounder, really good floor spacer. This is a W move for the Los Angeles Clippers. And ladies and gentlemen, I love this move for the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? Norman Powell does not fit the things that you need to be able to win a championship. Those are like he's not a really good off the ball defender. He's just a scorer. He's a scorer that gets downhill, that gets to the rim. But I like this move for the Los Angeles Clippers. If y'all notice, the Clippers received Norman Powell. The Miami Heat, the Clippers received John Collins. The Miami Heat received Norman Powell. The Jazz get Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson in the 2027 second round pick. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash the like button, come in. I like the move. I like this move for the Clippers. Now, do the Clippers get a scoring guard off the bench? That's what they need. They need another scorer off the bench. If they can go get Bradley Beal, oh my goodness, the Clippers will have a W all season. You got Brook Lopez, who was a legitimate backup big, right? For Ivica Zubac. You got a real four. That's something that the Clippers needed. Like Derrick Jones Jr., he's a small forward. He's not a real power forward. I mean, he could play the four, but they got a guy in John Collins who is 6'11". Oh my God. I'm so excited right now. They got John Collins, chat, who is 6'11". I mean, John Collins defensively, he's not where you want him to be. Like, I think those are things that I think isolation defensively wise, he's not that good. I do think he's a solid second side defender. But they got somebody that's 6'11", that's a tremendous rebounder. I mean, John Collins gave you 8 rebounds throughout his career. He's shooting 40% from the three-point line, averaging 19 points. I'm so excited, Chad. Like, as a Clipper fan, I'm so excited. Somebody said, can John Collins shoot threes? He shot 40% from the three-point line. 40% from the three-point line, Chad. 40% from the three-point line. Right? 40% from the three-point lines. 3.7 makes a game. John Collins is a tremendous pickup for the Los Angeles Clippers. And you're basically getting a better player. Like, he's undoubtedly a better player than Norman Powell. Like, when Norman Powell is not scoring, what other things does he provide? What other things he could provide? Like, John Collins can play off the ball. He can come off a pin down. You know what I'm saying? He can come off of screens. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you want to do. He can operate in mid-range. He's a very solid mid-range jump shooter. He get back. He can get out in the break. Those are things that you want to have. Defensively, I'm not that high on him. I don't think he's really. I don't think he's a. I think he's neutral. I don't think he's a mid-range liability. Like I honestly think that this is a good pickup for the Los Angeles Clippers. A very, very good pickup for the Clippers. But the Clippers do make this move by sacrificing scoring. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the Clippers are where you want to be at scoring wise. Like, I think scoring is something that is going to be missed by Norman Powell, because when he's on, he can somehow take the pressure off of Kawhi and James. But I just think that the Clippers are basically shifting their identity to sit there and say, look, we're going to get bigger. You know what I'm saying? We're going to add guys that can be able to rim protect, be able to get rebounds. You want to do that. That's what you want to do, right? And that's what the Clippers are doing. They made this move. They made this move because they desperately need help. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they want to do, chat. So I like this move personally. Me personally, I love this move. And for Miami gets Norman Powell. I think Norman Powell is very good coming off the bench for Miami. I think he adds another scoring to the Miami, which they desperately needed. So this is basically a win-to-win trade, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is basically a win-to-win trade, bro. For the Miami actually got somebody that you can get. Like, Miami got somebody that you want. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all smash the like button. This guy said John Collins does not make the Clippers better. That's a lie. John Collins get the Clipper an actual 4. He's 6'11". He's another great rebounder. He makes the Clippers a much better rebounder team. Like, if you don't think that, you clearly obviously don't know nothing about basketball. And plus, I don't think John Collins in the Clippers scheme I don't think that he needs to be some great defender because there's going to be other great defenders that surround him. Now, I don't know what's the Clippers projected starting five. Like, I don't know what it is. I know James going to be in there. I know Kawhi's going to be in there. Yes, he is. He is 6'11". Bro, what are y'all talking about in the chat? Make sure y'all smash the like button. What are y'all talking about in the chat? He's 6'11". What are y'all talking about, man? I know y'all not up here praising the DeAndre Ayton trade. DeAndre Ayton is ass. Let's get this shit straight, bro. DeAndre Ayton is straight ass. But look, I love this. I love this move for the Clippers, bro. I literally love this move for the Clippers. This is something that they needed, bro. They got, bro. Do y'all understand what this is the flaw? What the Clippers needed? The Clippers didn't have no backup big, bro. They didn't have no backup big. And then you got to understand, John Collins fits Tyronn Lue 5-out spread pick and roll principles, bro. Like, he's a dynamic roll man, vertical lob threat. He can operate in a short roll, which is very, very valuable, right? He's capable of slipping into the short roll, making quick decisions, which is valuable, especially in the two-man game. So you add a lot of versatility in that aspect, right? You know what I'm saying? Defensively, I love his switchability. He can switch 1 through 4, hedge on ice, ball screen, basically depending matchups as well, right? And you know what I'm saying? You basically he just basically gives you the vertical spacing, the pick and roll flexibility and versatility, and he's a low maintenance, scalable offensive big. That's what you want for him. That's what you want him, right? And a Clippers team that desperately needed rebounding, this is a good move. Anybody don't think that that's a good move? You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. Salute to everybody that's coming in, man. Salute to everybody, man. The Los Angeles Clippers made a good move getting John Collins, and we got rid of Norman Powell. Y'all got to understand how bad Norman Powell is for the Clippers. If you're a Clipper fan, and I'm a diehard Clipper fan, bro. If you're a Clipper fan, Norman Powell is just not good for the Clippers. Norman Powell in the playoffs, chat. I want y'all to look at this. Norman Powell in the playoffs. Literally, I want y'all to look at this right quick. Let me go zoom in for y'all niggas. Norman Powell literally averaged 16, 2, and 2, shooting 35% from the three-point line. He was inconsistent. I mean, look at his shot chart. Mid-range was just absolutely terrible. He was okay getting to the rim and near the paint, but he was just terrible, just mid. I mean, this is just something that you just need someone to be better. I mean, 35% on middies, on three-pointers, with his volume is just insane. It's just terrible. Like, Norman Powell literally dropped. Like, he was the definition of inconsistency. I mean, in the game 7, when nobody got going in, James Harden was terrible. He scored 9 points on 39% shooting. Game 6 was probably his best game, 24 points. Then at game 5, 12 points, 48% shooting. Game 4, 22 points, 70% true shooting percentage. It's just like, it's just the level of inconsistency. The level of inconsistency of Norman Powell is something that you just can't let that shit slide. Like, you brought this guy in to score. And then when he's driving the ball downhill, commanding 2 at the paint, and somebody in the help defender on the weak side is coming up there and helping to Norm, like, the dude has tunnel vision. There's so many times where Kawhi Leonard is literally open on the weak side, and he's just clearly missing him. Like, just clearly missing this guy. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, You know, like I said there and said, chat, I like this move for the Clippers. I love this move for the Clippers. You know, I love this move for the Clippers. You needed a rebounder. He said, "Can you show Bogey shot chart?" He was horrendous. But the problem is that I expect that for Bogey. I expect that for Bogey. I literally expect that for Bogey. Bogey didn't sit there and say that he was an all-star. Bogey didn't sit there and campaign and went on ESPN and sat there and said, I am an all-star year. So if Norman Powell is playing at an all-star caliber level that people sat there and said when Kawhi Leonard was out, he literally averaged 22 points per game, shot 42% from the three-point line. All of that shit dropped. Then on top of that, when he's not scoring or being efficient, what other things does he provide? What other value does he provide? His playmaking is non-existent. He has tunnel vision. He's a black hole. He doesn't look the pass. He just straight downhill and don't even look to the corners. I'm like, Norm, look to the corner. Look to the weak side. Look somewhere. You're collapsing the defense. You're getting to the paint. But at least look. He doesn't even do that, chat. Bogey was bad. I'm not sitting there saying, I'm going to tell y'all something. The reason why the Clippers lost that series against the Nuggets is because the role players just didn't come up and show. James Harden didn't play good. Kawhi, they needed Kawhi to be historical, and he just wasn't historical that you want him to be. Real talk, chat. Real talk, bro. Also, chat, salute to everybody. Want y'all to click the link to join our Discord. Join the Rated R Discord. Support our Discord. Make sure everybody join our Discord as well. Salute to everybody. But yes, the Clippers made a move, made a really good move. I love John Collins. John Collins is great for the Los Angeles Clippers. This is a move that you want to make. This is a move that makes sense, bro. We get a guy that's literally 6'11". Google say he's 6'11". Hold on, let me see. John Collins. John Collins. Oh, my bad, chat. He's 6'9". He has a 6'11" wingspan. Okay, I read it wrong. But I love this move, bro. We get a guy that is 6'9", that is a tremendous rebounder, that shot 40% from the three-point line, that is a great vertical threat, and give you that pick and roll versatility, bro. This is what you want. You want this for the Los Angeles Clippers. You're a Clipper fan, you should be happy. And he's young. A lot of people sitting there and say, oh, just Lawrence. And I was literally thinking about this. I'm like, Lawrence Freight think that just added Brook Lopez enough. We was going to get rid of that boy. We needed to get rid of him, bro. So now is the question needs to be asked is like, who else the Clippers are going to get? That's the question that needs to be asked. Who else the Los Angeles Clippers are going to get? You know what I'm saying? What else the Clippers are going to get? Because I don't know what else the Clippers are going to get. Because we need scoring off the bench, bro. Losing a nigga like Norm, we need scoring off the bench. Now, to the Heat fans, man, I mean, listen, bro. You're getting a guy in Norman Powell, right? Who's a good scorer, you know. Norman Powell can score. Listen, the problem with Norman Powell, chat, it's to people that are Heat fans. He's a good scorer in the regular season. Like, but in the postseason, he just doesn't perform. Like, even in that Dallas series, he was just inconsistent. Like, I think his best performing for the Clippers was like in that Sun series. But it's just like this man, Norman Powell, is just something that he's just a very unpredictable player. Facts, Jason. We got younger with this move. Absolutely. The Clippers need somebody that young that can run. I like this move for the Clippers. The Clippers needed this move. Now, when you're the Los Angeles Clippers, it's like, who else do you get? Who else do you get? Bro, the Clippers need to go get. I would love Bradley Bill coming off the bench. I would love Bradley Bill. Bradley Bill coming off the bench. I would love that. I would love Bradley Bill coming off the bench. Love it at the highest. Real talk, bro. Real talk. But this is what the Clippers should do. This is what the Clippers should do, man. They should do this, bro. We had to get off of Norman Powell. I mean, Norman Powell just I'm just disappointed in him because it's like we shouldn't trade this nigga, bro. Like the fact that we had to resort and traded you, Norman Powell, is the indictment on you as a player. It is literally an indictment to you as a player, bro. It is an indictment to you as a basketball player. Because if you was better at your job and you was better at getting downhill, if you was better in just being consistent as a basketball player, nobody wouldn't trade you, bro. I'm gonna send my nigga Mazak the link. I've been Mazak. My boy Mazak Hezi in his bed. My boy Mazak Hezi in the bed. Real talk, bro. Real talk, bro. Yeah, facts. Bill would be a good Norman Power player. Bill is a way better playmaker, way better passer. The Clippers need to go get Bradley Bill, bro. Mazak
Yo,
has
what up, Mook? First of all, man, Mook, finally, bro, this is the first time Kawhi actually has a four. He's no longer playing power forward, bro. Like, bro, I'm
finally.
just so happy to fucking hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Amazing move from the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? It's sad to see a normal go, but he put this on himself, bro. He should have never
Right.
got traded. You know what I'm saying? But that's the games you play when you go and the way you played in the playoffs, and then expect to get paid the money you want to get paid. So good luck in Miami. You know what I'm saying? He's unrestricted, right? This is last year. He's expiring.
Yes.
Yes, they don't even got money to pay him, so we'll see how that
So
works.
somebody said after sending Norman Powell to the Miami Heat, Bradley Bill will almost certainly be signed with the Clippers. Bro, we need Bradley Bill,
We
bro.
need Beal, yeah. We need to grab him right away. That makes perfect sense. As soon as I saw this deal, I was like, Bradley Beal got to come on to Clippers as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine we have what Harden, Beal, Kawhi, Collins, Zoo, that are bench. We gotta get Chris Paul too, Book. I think we get Chris Paul for his last year. Bring him back home. You know what I'm saying? Bring him back home for his last year. Let him retire with us. But him coming off the bench as our backup point guard. Okay, Derek Jones Jr. Who else? Kendrick. Bro, we're gonna be a deep team next year, Mook. You know what I'm saying? We could run double big now.
Yep.
Finally, about
Yeah.
time.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to, like, I want to run it back to the Nuggets now. Imagine playing the Nuggets when we're able to run double big. Aaron Gordon won't be able to,
Bro, we're getting a guy
bully
that's
anyone
just
in the
a
pace.
tremendous rebounder. Like y'all don't understand that this nigga was giving you 8 rebounds a game. He's a good
Exactly,
vertical
bro.
threat, and James Harden gets another guy that gives you the pick and roll versatility. He's very good in the short roll, can give you that vertical threat pop that you need. He can play off the basketball. He can post up. I mean, I love his switchability. I mean, he can switch 1 through 4. I mean,
Great post defender too, by the way. A really great, good,
right.
good, good push.
So,
But
bro, I'm loving this move. And this move, where would you put the Clippers at? But Zach
uh,
has
absolutely, I think right below OKC. I feel like they're the second best team in the West. I have them over Houston. I don't
for
really care
real.
that KD's there right there. You know what I'm saying? They could play double big now too. Their offense is a lot better, and like the way so we just have better facilitators. Houston offense is still a little wonky. You know what I'm saying? They still got issues at the guard position, and like we don't know if Amen's gonna turn. We'll see what Amen does and how they play. But I think it's OKC. We're better than Denver for sure. Denver, I want to run it back against Denver. Good luck Jokic when he plays against double bigs. We already saw what Zubac did to him, Mook. Imagine now when we have Zubac and Collins back there. Aaron Gordon would be completely useless now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's even going to be bullying our small wings. You know what I'm saying? So like, bruh, the Clippers are the second best team in the West, other than OKC. Bro, you should feel pretty confident, bro. Like
Yeah,
I think
I think we are the second best team in the West, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, because it's like who is better than us? Like who? Like honestly, who you think is better than us? Like
Um,
I think
I don't even know.
I think Houston's up there, but then the thing is that our offense is better than Houston,
That's
especially
why I
if
say
we're
their
playing.
offense is so terrible.
Right.
And they're
They
not
got
going to be
KD.
able to rebound against us. They're not going to do that. They're not going to be able to win the because what's called Collins is a good rebounder. He's a great rebounder. People don't
Right.
understand that. So is Zubac. They're not going to win the rebounding battle against us like they did against Golden State. So we're going to completely the half court. They're completely terrible. You know, they got only one elite half court creator, which is KD. So it's the same shit as OKC. But OKC, what's it called, is just a much they just have spacing. That's the only difference between those two teams.
Right.
The Nuggets are completely dog shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not really
Hey,
worried about that. We
this
worry about Valanciunas. Like
is a
Mookie,
very
they have to
great.
convince players to stay. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Now, what you said?
It's,
Go ahead.
I said they have to convince players to stay. Niggas don't want to play with Jokic. As soon as
Right.
Valanciunas came to Denver, he wanted to go back to Europe. They have to force him to stay in Denver. You know what I'm saying? So we're not even worried
Right.
about those
Right.
clowns. And there are people talking like Cam Johnson is some elite player. He's a decent player, bro. But like he has issues. He's not that good of a defender he
Somebody
once
said,
was.
hold on. Somebody in the chat says Norman Powell had a historical season just to get dumped, not Harden or Kawhi. First of all, why would you dump Harden or Kawhi? Norman Powell is not more valuable than Harden or Kawhi. And number two, this nigga Norman Powell sitting there and said that he's an all-star. He needs to play like an all-star. So in the postseason, when he's inconsistent and he's not scoring, and there's nothing that he provides if he's not scoring, he provides tunnel vision. He doesn't look to pass the ball, right? His off-ball defense was so bad. I
Yeah,
mean, he was getting
terrible.
clipped on back cuts, ball watching the ball. Like defensively, he was just terrible, bro.
Yeah, Bogey was a better defender than him. That should tell you a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So good
So
luck with the Miami Heat, though.
yeah. And
Yeah.
to that idiot in the comment who said that, you could tell he only watched the first 42 games of the season. He didn't watch Norman Powell after the All Star break, because
Right.
after the All Star break he was terrible. So
Right.
every Clipper fan wanted him gone. Me and Mookie were the first. We were wanting him gone during the Warriors game when it was the last game of the season. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We knew this was gonna happen, and then we knew the behind the scenes him going asking for how much money was he asking for 40 mil.
Right.
Like, but you're not getting that money, bro. Have some respect. After what you've done and the way you played in the playoffs, you're supposed to take a pay cut and prove yourself and be better next season. But good luck
Absolutely.
to him in Miami. We'll see what he does over there. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. I don't know. He'll probably go play hard against us. But yeah, but this makes so much sense. But we got to give Lawrence some credit, Mook. Like this
Yeah,
is
we
an
got good
amazing
points.
move.
How you think?
Amazing
Hold
fucking
on.
move.
Have you been like other Clippers? Like, what they reacting to? Like, are they happy about this move and shit?
Yeah, I saw what's called. I was talking to Tweed, bro. I think he's pretty happy about it. He's happy that we have a vertical threat. A lot of players, bro. We just need Beal. We're all saying the same shit, bro. A lot of players want Beal now. You know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
need
Getting
that.
Beal. We all agree we're the second best team in the West. And to be honest,
Right.
Mook, this OKC shit, we don't know. This gives us an opportunity to beat them. I'm not gonna say we go beat them or anything like that, but it gives
We
us an
got a better.
opportunity to.
I do think that we would have had a better chance than the Nuggets.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're going to 7. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
we're not unlike Jokic, James Harden, what's it called? Kawhi isn't gonna go play like shit in Game 7 and sit out
Right.
half the game. You know what I'm saying? These guys are
Right.
real winners. They know how to win games and shit. So we know how it is. I just really want to play the Nuggets in the playoffs, Smoke. I want to see them again. You know what I'm saying? Please
Yeah, I want
let
the
us run
Nuggets
into the
again.
Nuggets again.
I want the Nuggets again.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They'll probably go duck us, but yeah,
I think
I
giving
can't wait
us
to play
this
them.
this power forward. You gotta understand, Tyronn Lue runs a lot of small lineups. I don't
Exactly.
like small lineups and stuff like that. So now he can actually start running lineups where he can, with Zoo, then like there's so much size on the ball. Like we didn't have a lot of size, like because we would run a lineup of like Harden, Dunn, Kawhi. Then we would have Batum and like Zubac. And it's like Batum is like 38 years old. Now we get somebody that's younger, more athletic, and gives you that length that you want. Then you can run with book. Like
Exactly.
we need more scoring, bro. That's all we need, bro. We need
And
more scoring.
imagine the double big lineup we could run now. with Brook,
Somebody said the
Zoo,
Clips are going to win
Collins.
the chip and host the All Star game.
That's a good
Yep.
possibility. That's a good
Yeah.
possibility. I'd bet that. If I were you, what are you betting, guys? I'd take their odds right now. The Clippers are a
Hold on.
good team.
Hold on. If people sitting there saying the Clippers lost, push one and click the link. If you think the Clippers lost, I don't understand why you would sit there and say that when you know there are issues on our team was that we did not have a lot of lineup flexibility. And number two, the rebounding was a major issue for the Clippers. It was a major issue. Our best rebounder was Visa Zubac. Outside of that, everybody else was mid rebounders. He
We are one of
say
the worst
Shay.
rebounding
He
teams on the
said
floor
Shay.
when
Hold on. He
Zubac went to
said
the bench.
Shay sits on Kawhi and Harden. He's the go. Oh, duh. SGA is the best player in the league. I mean, what that's supposed to mean? Just because you have the best player in the league, that'll mean you're gonna win every series. I mean, come on, bro.
Exactly, bro. We not see it. OKC
Y'all
was
niggas
literally
sit there
going to
and
seven
say,
games.
y'all
If
sit
that
there
was
and
the
say,
case, Mookie OKC would have swept every series. They were
right,
going to 7 games because SGA's supporting cast was so terrible. You know what I'm saying?
right,
He could only do so much. So I
right.
understand when you guys saying this. This gives us an opportunity to beat the Clippers because other than SGA, and like maybe Jada, we got the next four best players. Our roster is
Mm,
just as talented as OKC's. Our just number one option. SGA is just a lot better than our one. You know what I'm saying? But we have a lot more depth, bro. And especially now with Brook, we got Brook in the lineup. We completely forgot about him. I like how our bench lineup looks good, Mookie. You know what I'm saying? We got a good bench lineup. All we need is Bradley Beal, and we're the top of the West. We're gonna be a top two seed. I'll guarantee you that. I guarantee you we're gonna be a top two seed. Know what I'm saying? The
mhm,
Lakers aren't going to finish better than us. The Denver Nuggets especially won't finish better than us. And I'll bet
mhm,
anyone amount of money, anyone to chat right now, if they play a Denver in the playoffs, I got Clippers in five. Absolutely,
mhm.
bro. Like this is easy money.
He said, "Where's the link?" Okay, I'm gonna get the link. Yes, we the Clippers need Bradley Beal. We need that scoring to come off the bench. Bradley Beal is a much better playmaker and passer. He sees the court much better than Norman Powell, right? Only thing you can sit there and say is Norman Powell is better at coming off of curls, pin downs, so he can spot up and shoot. Like movement shooter, if that's the thing, like he can do that. But those are things that Bradley Beal provides. And you can sit there and say, Bradley, like, come on, bro. Like, let's not do this. Like, come on, bro. Bro, Bradley Beal is going to get a buyout. If Bradley Beal gets a buyout,
He's gonna
him
take the
and
vet man
Clippers
and
will
sign
be.
with us.
He's gonna get the vet mint and play with us. He's gonna be in LA. Bradley Beal and his family loves LA. I mean, what other team do you want him to come to? LA would be the perfect opportunity. New arena, an owner that loves to win. And come on, Bradley Bill, let's get this championship, bro. Let's get this championship, nigga. He says Shea going to his idol Kobe. Okay, that's fine, bro. I mean, ain't about Shea Gilgis
Yeah.
Alexander. Hey, to this guy, Smitty Q, the link is in the chat. Click the link. But yeah, Mazak, man, bro, like John, like we wanted John Collins for a long time, bro. We really, really wanted John Collins, bro. Like John Collins was the guy that we wanted. To finally get John Collins is something that we really, really needed. We really needed a guy like John Collins, chat. And I don't think y'all niggas understand because y'all just obsessed with the narratives. Like y'all obsessed with narratives. But when you break it down from an M-Deck perspective, this nigga is 27 years old. He's 27 years old, chat.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad, man. But like he should have never got traded, Mookie. But it's just the way his actions were. You know, the way he acted. But like Mookie, you know, this saves us money too. Us trading him, we're now under this first apron. You know what I'm saying? So we have two roster spots where we could get
Hold on, we under the
Beal if
first
we wanted him. What?
we're under the first apron.
We're like a mil. How much? We're under the first apron now. So like we're what? We're like
Mm,
we have a five. We have 5 mil. We have 5 mil to spend. So we could use it to get Beal and then sign one more vetman guy. You know what I'm saying? So we still have moves to make. You know what I'm saying? So this saved us. This makes the roster. This also get trading away Norm also improves the roster in a way we've never seen. But not just getting Norm who we needed. We need a power forward who's a vertical threat who also is a great rebounder. We also now have a spot to get it too, and someone off the bench to make our bench even stronger, bro. So like this is, bro. I'm gonna give Frank credit, bro. He's been moving as one of the best GMs recently. You know what I'm saying? Like Mook, we got to keep it honest, bro. People like Danny Ainge have been getting credit, and they haven't done shit for a long time.
Smitty
You know.
Q, what you got on this, Smitty Q? Smitty Q.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah, you got to speak up a little bit, brother. Now, what you said, Zach, go ahead. Because Smitty Q, is your mic there?
I'm just saying, Mook. Frank Lawrence has been a great GM these past 2 years, man. Has been making great moves. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get credit.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
good, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead, brother.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. How y'all think the Clippers gonna be the second best team in the West when Harden is a known choke artist? He just choked last year for you all, and you don't even know if you're gonna get a healthy season from Kawhi. Like you're dependent on variables that we know flake in the playoffs. Your two best players flake out in the playoffs. So
But
I
Lawrence,
don't.
what team do you have over the Clippers then? If you don't have them the second best team, who do you have as the second best team?
So the best team in the West until somebody beats them is OKC.
Yeah, we all agree.
Denver's the second best team in the West, and they've gotten a lot better. They're actually a championship
they got a
contender.
How
lot
did they get a lot better?
How? Well, when you swap out Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson, that's an upgrade.
Who's the worst player?
Yeah, they're the same type of player, right?
Yeah, but
they're both
Porter
jump
Jr.
shooters. Cam Johnson is a better ball mover for their offense. Bruce Brown coming back, that's an upgrade for their bench. Valanciunas is an upgrade.
Bruce Brown hasn't been good for a couple of years now, by the way.
But he wasn't with Jokic.
Hold on, bro. I wouldn't say he was a better ball mover. I think Michael Porter Jr. is way better than Cam Johnson off the ball. I think he moves better without the ball than Cam Johnson. And on top of that, bro, I think Michael Porter Jr. as a rebounder is much better. And then on top of that, you got to understand Michael Porter Jr. is more reliable than Cam Johnson. Michael Porter Jr. has played more games than Cam Johnson this year. Cam Johnson has missed games this year. And like, when we think about
you're actually trying to tell me that Michael Porter Jr. is better than Cam Johnson, and to me they're the same type of player. And you're relying on a player, Michael Porter Jr., who doesn't really rebound the basketball. I don't even think in his career he's averaged 5 rebounds a game in one season for his career. So that's negligible. Cam Johnson has played in the NBA Finals, so that's negligible to me. And he's a better ball mover.
Michael Porter Jr. has won a championship,
and Cam Johnson has played for one. So that's negligible.
Michael Porter Jr. has won one and also played for one.
Yeah, but he played with Jokic. So now I'm swapping that out for Cam Johnson, right? They just beat y'all, right?
Hold on, bro. And you also lied. You said Michael Porter Jr. has never averaged over 5 rebounds throughout his career. That's also a lie. Outside of 1 year in his rookie year, Michael Porter Jr. in his sophomore year averaged 7 rebounds a game, 6 rebounds a game, 5.5 rebounds a game. And what
did he average last year?
He averaged 7n rebounds a game. So you're lying.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Now that's a lie.
Okay,
so what I'm saying let me get my thought out.
You're not going to sit there and call me a liar when I can literally prove this on Basketball Reference. Now, I don't know if you ain't got no internet or anything, but you can go look at this. You're not going to sit there and call me a liar when I'm literally looking at Michael Porter Jr.'s stats, brother. Michael Porter Jr. literally gave you 7 rebounds a game. That is not a lie. Those are facts. Now, you can sit there and look at your feelings and all of that, but those are facts. Michael Porter Jr. averaged 7 rebounds a game. Quit lying.
Did James Harden choke last year in Game 7? How many shots did James Harden take last year in Game 7?
Do you acknowledge that you was wrong?
Lawrence, acknowledge the point.
Do you acknowledge that you was wrong, bro?
Yeah, that's fine. But Cam Johnson is still better.
No, he's
You
not.
lost to them, and they had a worse team, and you had a choke artist in James Harden,
But
and you
now
want
we
to
have a better
argue over,
team. That's
and
your
you want to
point.
argue over 5 rebounds a game from Michael Porter Jr., and you lost to them.
He averaged 7
What are
rebounds
you
a game.
talking about?
So my point is to sit there and say is that Michael Porter Jr. is more valuable off the basketball. He's a better 3-point shooter. He's a better shot creator. He's a better pull-up jump shooter. Like all those things, he provides much
He's
better.
not better than Cam Johnson. They're the same type of player.
No, he's a better
And you
shooter than
can't
Cam Johnson.
rely on either one of them when you're talking about health. I'd rather have Cam Johnson on 17, $18 million a year than Michael Porter at 35 plus million. That allows me to get Valanciunas, that allowed them to get Bruce Brown, that allowed them to get Tim Hardaway Jr. They already beat y'all last year with a worse team.
But you're
John
Tim
Collins
Hardaway.
doesn't
You're
make you
naming
any
players that
better.
aren't good. Tim Hardaway Jr. is not a good
First of
basketball
all, the
player,
reason why
Lawrence.
Oh, come on, man. Then John Collins isn't a good basketball player then.
the reason
No,
why
John
That's not
Collins is
saying
good.
nothing.
John
You're
Collins is
relying on a dude that
you gotta let me talk. The reason why I sat there and said the Clippers are much better than what they were is because number one, we actually get somebody that is a vertical lob threat that provides you the volatility in a versatility in the pick and roll, right? You also get somebody that can play off the basketball, be able to post, and he plays to his size. He's young, 27, 28 years old, that can be able to rebound and be able to finish with the best of them. You played a worse version of the Los Angeles Clippers because the Clippers didn't have the size to be able to contend with the Denver Nuggets. And on top of that, bro, you got somebody in Norman Powell who's very, very flawed as a basketball player. And you know that at the end of the day, he's just not a guy that you basically need to be able to win because he doesn't provide other things. So my point is to sit there and say is that I love the moves that the Clippers make. And I think that this puts the Clippers on the top as one of the best teams in the goddamn game. You got a backup big in Brook Lopez, something that the Clippers don't need, that's going to play valuable minutes, who can space the floor out as well, who is a defender. You got the POA defenders, right? We just need another scorer to come off the bench. You could hate it, you could love it.
relying on dudes that are choke artists. The only player on your team that's relevant in the playoffs in terms of a real threat is Kawhi.
You're just
Everyone
saying
else on the team is either
you're just saying narratives. Let's move on. GGE, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, Mook? What's going on?
Salute, brother.
Yeah, so John Collins, right? So I feel like that's a great pickup for the Clippers for the reason that I mean, he averaged he shot from 40% from threes last year, if I'm not mistaken. So I feel like even though he doesn't score as more as Norman Powell, but I feel like it's a great pickup of James Harden. So but in a playoff, remember, it's right playoff in regular season are two different things. So I feel like you guys still need a lot of more work. So I feel like James Harden, you guys still need to trade this dude. You're not gonna win with him. So that's my problem. And Kawhi, Kawhi he's a great player, but once you have James Harden as your second options, I don't think you guys can win. That's my opinion. But that's a great move for the Clippers, though.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hey, Bolt, what you got on this, Bolt? Bolt.
I'm here.
Yeah, what you got on this?
Yeah,
Bolt?
it's a good pickup. We got up off of Norman. Him and James
Right.
Harden, I don't think they could have really played together. The defense wasn't really that good, especially in the playoffs against Denver. We finally got us a power forward. James Harden like throw lobs too, so that's gonna be dangerous. Really, if we get Bradley Beal, I say we top 3 because only people in front of us is really the Rockets and OKC. The Lakers, they didn't get better this offseason. I mean, they got DeAndre Ayton, but besides that, I can't say they're better than us. They're not better than Denver. They're not better than a lot of teams, actually. Minnesota still probably gives them a run for their money.
Who you say is not better?
Huh?
Who you say is not better?
Lakers not better than Denver.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So really all we need is like Bradley Beal. We'll be straight now. We just need somebody at that shooting guard spot.
Yeah, we need somebody that's better than Norman Powell. We need somebody that can just see the floor, read the floor, much better than what Norman Powell is going to provide us. because
I
Norman
think
Powell.
Bradley Beal is a more all around better player than Norman Powell. If I'm being honest, I like Norman Powell what he provided, but really all he did was score. And I
Yeah,
mean, if he wasn't scoring, he wasn't doing nothing. So
he doesn't provide like the things that you needed for a player. Like the Clippers needed somebody that can see the floor, read the floor when they drive the ball to the basket. Norman Powell is just not that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, it's going to be something that is just very, 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 I mean, very, very going to be very enjoyable to watch.
I don't know what
Because
people are saying about the Nuggets too. I mean, the Nuggets are good, but we took them to 7 games last year. I mean, they got
we
a
took
little
them
bit
sitting with
better.
the worst roster, bro.
Yeah, we got a little bit better. I mean, they got a little bit better last year, but I mean, we're still on
Um,
par with Denver. We're still on
they
par
got
with
way
Denver.
better, not a little bit. Like this dude they just picked up from MPJ, dog. You better look him up.
You talking about Cam Johnson, the one that was at the Nets?
Yeah, yeah, he's not afraid of
He
the moment.
cool. He
Yeah,
cool,
I'm
dog.
telling you.
He cool.
Yeah, and they
He
have
just
Bruce
gonna
Brown
come in
back
and
too.
replace. He just
Remember?
gonna come in and replace Michael Porter Jr. He gonna have an
He,
impact, but it's not gonna be that crazy.
oh, trust me, you better believe it. Next year, they not they will be OKC. I got Denver. If Denver play OKC in the playoff, whatever series it is, I got Denver. Because remember, Denver took him to 7 game, and
OKC not
guess what?
going back to the
MPJ was
finals. I've
hurt.
been saying that anyways.
I'm telling you, OKC is fraud. I'm telling you, because they play only hurt team last year.
They gotta play potentially us, the Rockets, and Denver. They're not beating all 3 of us.
Yeah, they gonna lose. Watch,
They ain't
OKC
got
gonna
no
flame out next
Memphis.
year.
They ain't got no Minnesota. The only good team they played was Denver in the playoffs.
True,
Right.
and then Denver was hurt the whole playoff. You remember
Yeah, Denver was
MPJ?
hurt and they still
I'm
took them
telling
7.
you.
That was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Watch next year coming up. SG are gonna do what he does, but when playoff time comes up, I got the Clippers beating the OKC now after they picked John Collins up.
That's
I
even
got
if
him.
we see them.
Yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on, hold on,
That's
hold
a
on,
good
hold on,
pick.
hold on. Who's your team is though?
Mine.
Sh-
No, G. Who your team is?
Now you trying to be funny, huh? We ain't doing nothing this year, dog. The Lakers are sucks, bro. Like they fucking got Jake Lowry, and then people act like he's the next fucking Kevin Durant. This dude's so trash, dog. Like, man, please.
So you're not happy about what you how you do you think LeBron is better than Kobe as a Laker?
LeBron is better overall, but not as a Lakers. Kobe is the best Laker ever. If you just gonna keep it real,
Hold
but
on, you think
LeBron as
LeBron is
a
better?
career
You think
wise is
LeBron is
better than
better than
Kobe
Kobe?
for sure.
You think
Yeah,
LeBron
I'm
better than
not saying
Kobe?
skill wise. I'm saying like long.
Bo, do you agree with that, Bo?
I like
Bo,
Kobe more than LeBron. I mean, it's really a debate, honestly. I would take Kobe over LeBron, tell you the truth. But if we talking about their primes, I got Kobe. Kobe in his prime was better than LeBron.
Not sure, but okay. Kobe had Shaq. Imagine LeBron had Shaq for the first 3 years of his career,
Even
right?
Kobe without Shaq, I would still say was better than LeBron.
Not sure, but okay. Remember Kobe? First of all, you gotta put Kobe as a snitch. So we don't deal with snitch like that. You snitch on Shaq, but that no, but we're gonna keep it as that.
Hold on, I'm about to pull something up.
but yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Kobe only have
I
one
want to see.
freaking
I want to
regular
see if
season
LeBron ever
MVP.
had a stat line like this.
People still think LeBron is top 10 player in the league. Kobe at the end of his career wasn't like that, though. He was playing for money.
Money.
Yeah,
Has
yeah,
LeBron ever
yeah.
averaged 35, 5 and 5 in the regular
Oh,
season?
That's
oh.
regular season, man. Come on. Kobe was a shot jockey, man. He didn't even pass to his teammate. He was a bad teammate. All his teammate can't tell you that. No, come on, man.
He wasn't a
If you
bad
shoot, if
teammate
you
to
shoot,
get
if you shoot
5.
like over
If
30,
he got
30
5
time a
rings, he's
game,
not a bad teammate.
because
You
of
don't get
Shaq,
5 rings being a bad
I
teammate.
mean, three of them were with Shaq, right? The 3-time final
I mean, but he
MVPs.
was a superstar with Shaq. Shaq needed him. Shaq didn't win rings until he got with Kobe. So obviously he needed
Um,
Kobe.
but not. Yeah. That's true. But Shaq was the best player in that team from
Uh,
two to
Not
from
at
too
the
early.
end. Not at the end.
I'm
But at
saying
the end,
overall, like Shaq won 3-time MVPs in the final where Kobe was.
Ugh.
Man,
I
LeBron and
mean,
Kobe was
when you
good.
got two superstars on the team with each other. It's not like Kobe was too far behind. And Shaq fouled out of games. That's what you also got to remember. So Kobe held them down when Shaq fouled out.
Man, Shaq was
So
getting double teamed the whole time they played together.
Kobe wasn't getting double teamed.
Not as much as Shaq. Come on, Shaq was the best player, man.
Nah, man.
LeBron never beat the second best player on his team. Y'all keep saying 80, 80, 80, but y'all the same niggas that saying 80 is Mr. Glass. 80 can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Come on,
LeBron looked
man.
like the third best player on his team in 2011. So I don't know.
Did they won?
No, they didn't win in 2011. They got beat by
Okay,
Dallas.
doesn't count. If you don't win, it doesn't count. So doesn't matter.
Well, if you
What
don't
about
win, it
Kobe
count against
versus
you.
the Phoenix Suns? What happened to Kobe when they were up and then he quit? What?
Well, he had a trash team. When you playing with Smush Parker, Kwame Brown, and all of them trash guys, you gonna lose. They weren't supposed to be
Dude,
up 3-1
dude,
anyways.
dude. Because your coach telling you to pass the fucking ball, that doesn't mean you need to stop shooting. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You
he
get
wanted to prove a
emotional.
point. He wanted to prove a point.
Okay, what happened then? It fucking
They
hurt his
lost. They was
career.
gonna lose anyways. Say they
No,
would
they
have beat
were
the
not. Come
Suns.
on.
They
No,
would have
they
lost
football.
anyways to
Okay.
whoever they played the next round. They weren't making the final, so who cares?
You don't know that.
What do you mean you don't know that? You know who made it to the finals? It was the Spurs. They weren't beating the Spurs.
But you saying Kobe is the best player ever, right? According to you. So
No,
therefore,
I
LeBron
said Kobe's
is.
better than LeBron because I got Michael Jordan as being the greatest.
Okay, LeBron take his team with lesser talent than Kobe ever did. So now what?
I don't know about that
Go
because
look it up.
I seen
2017,
Kobe play with Paul
2018.
Gasol and they won 2 championships and got the
Hey,
third ring.
Okay,
DJ,
So I don't
DJ, what
know.
you got on this?
go compare the 2018 Cavs team
Hey,
versus
hey
Kobe
Mook.
team.
Hey
Okay,
Yeah,
Mook.
then.
yeah.
Tell this guy I love my snitches, man. Leave the snitches alone, man. I fuck with snitch.
Who you calling a snitch?
I don't call no one a snitch. I said I fuck with snitches, man. If you're a snitch, I fuck with you.
Okay, we have a fed over here, y'all.
You heard me, Mook?
Yo, hold on, G. What you said, G?
I said I
Man, we
fuck with
got
snitch,
police over
man.
here, y'all. You better be careful, man. You got a
If you're a
cops over
snitch, I
here.
fuck with you. Leave
Hold
them
on. You
alone,
said
man.
DJ the police.
Yeah, you done police. Look how you talk. Nigga came talking about snitches. You got to come talking about the game first. The
Nah,
title
cause
said John Collins, not snitch. You know, I said Kobe snitch on Shaq. I mean, I'm,
Damn.
that's
we
why I
gonna take
like
it.
him. That's why I like him. Fuck with snitch,
Okay,
man.
yeah. What you think about Vanessa Bryant? I have somebody now. What you think
Shaq
about
shouldn't
that?
have been out there moving crazy, dog. That's his fault.
Leave them snitch alone, man. No,
They
they are
searching
my guys.
Scaramucci and the big bad perfect. Me never said the girl fit up this mama urgent and the boy fit test me sound no perfect.
For my sound is a champion to bumbo clap. And me ready to go kill jump and bumbo clap. Let me put the pit and again bumbo clap. If you diss my sound, we a go write them off.
Give them 6 more, 7 more, 8 gunshots.
Hey,
In a
Mook.
round graveyard.
Who played that?
Man, that was you, Mo. You do it all the time.
But yeah, chat. I'm just so happy right now. I'm happy that we got John Collins.
So now, Mookie, you're a Clipper fan now?
I've been a Clipper fan.
He been a Clipper fan.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
about last year, dog. You switch on these niggas, man.
You
You
know,
were a Casey. You jumped on a Casey Ben Ryan last year. I'm not.
I'm a
Come on.
what?
You switch on your team last year. You know, you switch on them.
No, I didn't. I was
Yes, you
always a Clipper
did.
fan.
Go. Okay, I was watching the whole year. Nigga, come on.
I'm but yeah, chat, I'm on hot ball. I got to do something, bro. Chat, but shout out to John Collins.